Hey there, Vinny from Project Frugal. In this series, we're going to be fixing the roof. Now, we got a couple of problems in the roof. Got a couple of leaks, one over the bedroom, one over the bathroom. We're going to have to get some tools. We're either going to have to get some contractors in to fix it, or I'm going to have to do it myself. So we're going for the Project Frugal cheap option. I'm going to do it myself. Got no idea what I'm doing, but let's find out. See if we can figure it out. We did have to go and buy some more equipment than what we've got. So our two options, we can either pay a contractor or we can do it ourselves. It's going to be cheaper to do it ourselves. We're going to learn something in the interim as well. And the budget for this particular project, which is fixing the roof, painting the roof and all the rest of it, I think it's going to be about $1,000, which is a lot better than $30,000 or $40,000, that's for sure. And because we're so frugal, we've got to give it a crack. We've got to at least try it. It's worth spending $1,000. We'll get some tools left over out of it. We'll have some components, some bits and pieces, some screws, some rust removal stuff, this and that, some bits and bobs. So what do we buy? Well, let's find out. So just heading off to the hardware shop because it looks like we need a few more supplies. We need another wire brush, probably some sort of rust kill stuff. We need some socket adapters and maybe some gloves and maybe some more knee pads. So Denise can help me getting rid of this stuff, the lichen on the roof. Awesome.
Been waiting for Vinny to do the roof for so long. Hey Vinny.
Yeah.
So we're just off to Bunnings, which is our local hardware store, and we're going to get a few bits and pieces so I can help. So we were over here yesterday and we only got enough for Vinny to do it by himself, but it's going to be a lot quicker if I get up there and help as well.
One there. Either buy that or I might buy that. They'll be doing most of it, so craft right, $23. It'll just make it more comfortable. Right, the other thing we need is we need another wire brush.
have a sausage. Gotta have a sausage sizzle when it's available.
What?
Is it?
Here we go. Classic Kiwi lunch / dinner. The sausage and bread with mustard and tomato sauce with onions. Delicious. So the first thing we bought was this mighty kit here, 6-part kit. Got a whole swag of tools in there. We've got the drill, we've got the impact driver, we've got the blower, we've got the angle grinder, we've got the circular saw, and we've got the detail sander, that's right. So 6 pieces of great equipment, made in China, the best of course, $349. So probably the most major purchase as part of this particular project, but that's okay because I didn't really have any of these tools. I do have a drill, but it's a corded drill, and this is all cordless. We got a 4 amp and a 2.5 amp hour battery, which are fully charged, so we'll be able to use it cordless up on the roof. It's going to be a lot handier than trying to run some sort of extension cord up there. We've also got existing a water blaster, which we're going to utilize. We've got a few bits of paint. We've got the actual roof paint, which we'll use. And when that runs out, we'll figure out how much paint we're going to need. We'll buy some more. So I know exactly the sort of paint it is. What else did we buy? Let's have a look. We bought some crappy paint brushes for $6.25. We're going to need some of those. These are just to get us started. Ideally to just put some rust removal or rust converter stuff onto the rusty bits on the roof. There's not too many of them, but we do need to make some repairs on there. We spent $37 odd on some roofing screws. We're going to need some of those. Basically, the roof has got nails in it. There's a few screws in there, but it's got mainly nails. Most of the nails are fine. There's maybe a few that will need to be replaced, so we'll do that as we go. Hence the tools, the impact driver, and all that sort of stuff. We bought some socket adapters for the impact driver because we're going to use our socket set. We're going to use, I think, 9mm. Most of the, I think there's 2 different sizes of screws on the roof. 9mm, but this is going to help. This is going to adapt the socket set to the impact driver, and we'll be away laughing, right? Yeah. We bought a couple of sets of knee pads. We spent $36 odd, roughly. I think one set was $15 odd. The other was about 23. Okay, well, I got my maths wrong, but that's close enough. And they're going to be handy when we're crawling around on the roof and for long periods of time as well, cleaning stuff up. Yeah. We bought this rust converter liquid. How much was that? $30, $29.83. This is going to go on any rusty nails or any bits of rust that we could find after we clean it up. We'll apply this, then we'll put some sealant over the top. Speaking of sealant, we bought this. This is just under $20. It's a clear Sally's Storm sealant. This is going to go into any gaps or any bits of holes or loose bits that where possibly water can go in. I don't think we're going to need anything more than probably this tube. I was looking at some other options, a lot more expensive options, completely coating the whole roof. I don't think it needs it. We also bought a couple of pairs of gloves. We're going to need those. They were cheap leather gloves. I think they were like $3 a pair, something like that. We bought this lichen remover. This is going to get, it's a concentrate. It's a, 5-litre concentrate. 30 seconds, spray and walk away, right? You know the ad. If you've seen it, you know it. Anyway, we're going to put that on there after we've done the preparation, after we've water blasted the roof, treated the rust, filled in the holes, chuck that on, and that's going to do its thing over the next few weeks. And once that's done it, we'll give it another quick tidy up, another quick water blast, and then it'll be ready for painting. And hopefully there's no more water damage. We can go on and fix the internal water damage, which shouldn't be too bad. We'll have to come up with a plan for that, but that's for a later time. So that's pretty much what we've bought. We had to do 2 trips over the hill once we figured out what we've got, what we didn't have, what we needed to get again. So maybe a lack of pre-planning there, but some planning went into this. So we've spent a total of $573.66. So I think another $400. We should be good. We should have all the paint. We should be good to go, and we'll get it done for under $1,000. And here's the impact driver. Look, it's even got some little lights. Only problem is, don't really know how to use one of these, never really used one before, but I'm going to find out. Now, sometimes the only way to learn is to do a bit of Googling, read a book, get someone to show you what to do, or learn yourself via whatever method. But if you do learn, you learn, and that's the main thing. So we're going to give it a crack, we're going to learn, and we're going to be more equipped to do stuff. And then hopefully this will lead on to other things that we can do. It's time to fix the roof. Got a couple of leaks, got to be addressed. Let's go. And we found a very small hole. It's literally only that big. Right in here.
Yeah.
So that's good. So here we are, we're on the back roof. This is quite a flat sort of section of the roof, but we've got an issue with water coming in right in this corner somewhere here, and I think I've found where it's coming in. Have a look right in here. There's a little hole, very tiny, but it's enough to allow water through, and once the water comes through, she's all over. So I don't know how much work this is going to take, but it's going to take many hours, no doubt. We've got a few tools, got a hose, we've got a water blaster, we've got the trusty steel brush, we've got some power, we've got a claw hammer, and we've got a drill. So let's get into it. First of all, we're going to have to remove this lichen just so we can see what we're doing. We might put a moss treatment on it or a lichen treatment on it, and then we'll have to water blast the roof after that, see where we're at, and fix up what we need to at this time. Let's go. So while we're looking at the roof, Denise is pulling out some of this rubbish here. Brambles, I believe, slash blackberries. Brambles in the vine, she says. Oh, watch out, Zippy. Just about got covered in stuff. Speckles. So if you want a nice clean backyard, don't get chickens. That's my advice. They'll wreck everything. Used to be nice green grass here, not anymore.
No.
Oh, eggs. So while this did produce blackberries, it also created a mess, and it's really hard to get rid of, and it just keeps spreading. So unless we get rid of it, it's going to keep spreading. It's got nasty thorns on it. You can get thornless ones. Maybe we'll look at doing that at some stage.
But not up here on the bank.
No, in a good location, not on the fence line. Goodbye vines. Goodbye brambles.
Yeah, we'll have to spray all along this.
Yes, we'll use some nice chemicals from Monsanto.
Oh, we haven't got much choice.
Some nice Roundup.
Spot spray it. Just avoiding anything else.
Yeah, that lily can probably go as well.
Yeah.
Right, so here we are. We've got a little patch done here on this portion of the roof here. Nothing major, but a little patch nonetheless. You can see it's pretty bad over here. Gonna have to get rid of this tree here by the looks of things, or bits of this tree at least. If we go and have a look here where Denise was doing some work, she's done this patch over here in the corner. Just a little bit, getting rid of the worst of it. We'll try water blasting this and we'll see what it does. Right, so here we can see only doing a little bit of water blasting, what a difference that's made in clearing out the lichen. So it is taking off a little bit of the paint, but not too concerned with that because we'll use something to get rid of that. You can see the patches that I've definitely done. That area over in the corner is where Denise was using the wire brush to scrub stuff off. So I think the water blaster is looking like the way forward. It's not an expensive water blaster, it's the same model as we've got those other power tools. Ozito, cheap Chinese brand, but seems to be alright. That was only $49. Got a great deal on that. So that's what we'll be doing tomorrow. We'll be using that. We'll be doing some more water blasting by the looks of things. So the chickens are having a late night snack. Having a great time. Off to bed in a minute. Stupid ducks have invaded. There's a stupid duck. They love to jump on this reef here. I don't think they've helped with this reef. And they'll be in for whatever they can get as well. Well, that about sums it up. That's enough for now. I'm going inside. I'm tired. Time to do some more tomorrow. That about wraps it up for this video. Hope you've learnt something. I certainly have. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and any ideas or tips are most welcome. Now, I don't know when the next video for this particular series is going to come out, but when we've got something useful to show you, we'll show you. So until then, we'll catch you later. Bye-bye.